It's time for Sharknado 2. Right away, this one starts off really kind of crazy. And it's on where we get back to the hero, Finn, and Tara Reid, his wife. And basically, I think when this one started, I knew what they were doing. I knew they were spoofing the Twilight Zone episode with William Shatner, and where he thinks there's something on the wing, and Finn starts looking out the window, and he's like, there's something on the wing, and everyone's like, oh, you're just going crazy. And another crazy thing about this scene is there's all sorts of cameos. We got Kelly Osbourne, we got Will Wheaton, the dude from Airplane, which is funny because 2 weeks ago I reviewed the Airplane versus Volcano movie. I'm like, this movie feels extremely similar to the spoof Airplane movie. But the funny thing was, this 15-minute segment that takes place on the plane is way better than the entire movie of Airplane versus Volcano. Like, you could skip Airplane versus Volcano and watch Sharknado 2. It's superior to that scene. And then ultimately, he's not seeing things. There's actually sharks flying in the air next to the airplane, and they start hitting the plane, and all the cameos, like Kelly Osbourne gets killed off by a shark, Will Wheaton gets killed off by a shark, and the guy from Airplane gets killed off by a shark. So what has to happen? Ian Ziegler has to land the plane himself. He's the hero again. So he comes in, he lands the plane, and where are they? They're in New York City. I'm a Jersey guy, but I can still relate. You know, this is more like a tri-state area. Connecticut, New York, New Jersey. You get the feels right away what we're in for, because there's a lot of East Coast actors and cameos in this. So we get to New York, and you know, what I love about the Sharknado 2 is they use all, like, the news people, like Al Roker. Al Roker's great. And, like, he's trying his damnedest to make people believe there's a Sharknado coming into New York City. Matt Lauer's there. He does okay, but they also, the Sharknadoes invade the Kelly Ripa and Michael Strahan show. That was great. I'm just loving this Sharknado 2. I think I like Sharknado 2 because it's set in New York, and I feel like it's more related to me, and basically it's the cheesiness of the first one, and it's the craziness of the first one, only set in New York instead of LA. So I think that's why it's good. I think also there's a cameo by the subway guy. It's too bad they didn't kill him off, you know, considering like what he got arrested for. So yeah, the Jared guy, he shows up, and the next thing they show up, they got to go to the Mets, to go to a Mets game. I thought that was really cool. Actually, I was a little bummed that they didn't go to a Yankees game. You know, that's my team, but it's still cool seeing them go to Mets. Let's get to the pros. Some of the pros of this one is it's got some cool kills. One of the cool kills is they have this dude who's supposed to be like a former baseball player, and he's bummed out he didn't get the big hit in his last game. Sure enough, when the Sharknadoes come into Met Stadium, he picks up a bat, he hits it, goes right into the lights, and the shark explodes. I mean, that was some awesome stuff. And then we also get the sharks in the subway, and they start eating away at the subway train. That was another awesome thing. So ultimately, they have a big portion of this one is Finn and his former girlfriend. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. Tara Reid gets her hand bitten off, and that was some intense stuff. Like her hand like gets bitten off, and she's like holding it on from the plane. That was a crazy scene. But most of this episode, well, it feels like an episode, but it's a movie, TV movie. Finn and his ex-girlfriend who's played by Vivica A. Fox, are looking for weapons. They're also with the dude from Sugar Ray, forget his name. But they're looking for weapons in New York City, which is hard because the security reasons. They took away the gunshots and whatnot, so they're like improvising with campfire bombs, and they use the campfire bombs in the first one. What happens if you throw a bomb inside a Sharknado, it kind of kills the Sharknado, the tornado. So they got some gasoline super soakers, they got some campfire bombs, they found a sword from a medieval store, and Judd Hirsch is in this. He's a taxi driver. I mean, there's so many cameos in this. As far as cons go, not too many. Like I said, if you're not expecting this to be what it is, then you don't know what you're in for, because you're like, I mean, I see, if you go on an Internet Movie Database, they give it like a 4. Like, come on. I mean, be a little bit more, nicer to a movie that knows what it is, opposed to a bad movie that tries to be something that is not. Like, Sharknado doesn't have that problem. They know they're in for kooky, crazy stuff. So, that's what the Sharknadoes are about. So, when I see the 4 on Internet Movie Database, it kind of makes me mad, because it's like, it's just a bunch of jerks saying, oh, it's dumb. 0. Like, come on. Crack a beer, watch this movie, and have fun. But, ultimately, some of the coolest kills in this, like I said, the dude hitting the shark in the bleachers and it exploding with the lights. The one that they show all the time is when Ian Ziegler has the giant chainsaw and he's standing on top of the fire truck and he saws it in half. That's in this one. The Vivica A. Fox is really cool in this movie, and ultimately, the waitress chick isn't in this one, and I think she comes back in the next one. So, all in all, my final grade for this one is a sour B. A perfect B movie, and it's a 5 out of 5 beer cases. Thrown the beer bomb, because I definitely think this one's better than the first one. Maybe I might be a little biased because it's in New York City. Alright, so check out Sharknado 2. See you for the third one. See you later.